The Porsche 911 comes in many shapes and styles, from the understated entry-level Carrera to the extreme track-focused GT3. This is the latest addition to the range. Officially, it's known as the 911 GTS, but it could just as easily be called the 911 Goldilocks, because Porsche claims it's got the balance between performance and comfort just right. The GTS badge traces its roots back to the 1964 Targa Florio, when Porsche created the 904 GTS to help its drivers to go quick enough to win, but stay comfortable enough to endure the grueling demands of the road race. Fast forward to 2022, and the GTS badge joins the latest 992 generation of the iconic 911, effectively slotting between the Carrera S and the GT3. The 911 GTS is powered by the brand's 3-litre twin-turbo flat-6 that's also found in the Carrera S, but it gets a more powerful tune, making 353 kilowatts of power and 570 newton-meters of torque, which is an extra 22 kilowatts and 40 newton-meters over the Carrera S. The GTS is available with either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but both of which are paired with the brand's 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. You can also get it with something that's not available on the rest of the regular 911 range, a manual transmission. The 911 GTS with rear-wheel drive can be optioned with a 7-speed manual gearbox, ideal for the driving purist, which demonstrates the thinking behind the GTS. As a road car, the 911 GTS is a really great thing. It is comfortable, it's practical, it does all those things that you expect of a 911. It really is a supercar you can drive every day. If you want to go to the shops or whatever, it has that practical nature about it. It's obviously firm and taut because it's a sports car, but it never really feels truly uncomfortable. But if we really want to experience the GTS and what it's all about, well, for that we need a racetrack. And thankfully, that's what we have here. This is the Norwell Motorplex, and this is a great opportunity for us to see really what this car is capable of. You dial up the Sports Plus on the steering wheel and really unleash the car. Listen to that engine, it sounds fantastic. With the sports exhaust on, it really sounds sweet. But where it really impresses even more is in the corners here. Brakes are so strong, they really stop you nice and hard, but then you can turn in with absolute precision with this car. This really is a fantastic balance between that dual purpose of what the 911 can be, a fantastic daily driver and an amazing weekend track toy. The GTS slots into the middle of the 911 range. It's priced from $314,800 plus on-road costs for the rear-wheel drive and $334,000 for the GTS all-wheel drive. That's roughly $35,000 more than the equivalent Carrera S, but it's $55,000 cheaper than the GT3, or at least if you could still get a 911 GT3 for the list price. But with the GT3 sold out and the Carrera S now 2 years old, it's expected that the GTS will become the most popular 911, at least in the short term, which isn't surprising. It manages to brilliantly blend that combination of performance and comfort into a package that feels a step above the already impressive Carrera S. It doesn't feel quite as quick or as sharp as the GT3 obviously, but around the Norwell Motorplex, the GTS was only a second or so slower than its track-tuned sibling, so it's far from underwhelming. In fact, it may indeed be the Goldilocks of the 911 range, getting all those elements that make the German coupe such an iconic model just right. Now, if you want to know more about the 911 GTS, make sure you head to talkcafe.com and read our in-depth review. And you can keep up to date with all the latest motoring news and reviews at the site.